high school counselors. I'm Chris from Counseling Solutions by Chris. Today we're going to talk about what PT can we do for the teachers? When you talk already about restorative circles, when you talk about discipline, when you talk already about PBIS, what else can you do for them? Something that I did recently that it was really good with my teachers. I prepared a PT session, how to balance it all, how they can balance their career and how they can balance their personal lives as well. As humans, you know that we're a combination of body, mind, and soul, and how they can balance work life, mom lives, wives, husband, spouse, how they can balance being a grandma and all the labels that we have in life, taking care of our spiritual, our soul, fulfilling that soul and that mind and that mindset, and our body, taking care of our body and listening to the basic needs and listening to what is our next step. So we call it the balancing act. My principal and I were talking, we gathered that topic. I wanted to call it at the beginning, how to balance it all. So we did a combination of both things in our route to self-care. It was really good. I want to share with you what we did, and I hope one day you can implement that maybe with your teachers, and believe me, they're gonna love it. So the first thing we did a rotation with the teachers. They could decide where they want to go, and I offered a 1 hour session back to back until noon, 12:30. So long story short, what I did, I prepared some yoga mats. I asked coach if I could use his room. He allowed me to use it. I prepared some yoga mats. He provided even the yoga mats for me. So when the teachers came into the room, I had my instrumental music. I have a humidifier with vanilla, being a soft smell for them, and the mattress were ready. I prepared some handouts for them, and it was really small and short, so we can open up a conversation, and I had pencils. So basically those were the materials. You need to find a space, an open space technically, somewhere where you can put your yoga mats. You don't have to be a yoga expert to do all of this, and I prepared the copies and pencils. That was it. In front of the mats, I gave them the papers, and then we started doing some breathing exercises and breathing techniques, deep breathing, and talking that in these days being a teacher is a little bit difficult. The work is a little demanding a lot of us, or sometimes we feel like we're working 24/7 for our students because we want to see them grow, and that we knew that sometimes it's hard to find balance in our life. So it's very important that we take care of ourselves first, that we put our oxygen mask first in order to help others. So we talked briefly about that, and then after that we did the breathing exercises as I told you before, and then we open up. I want you to make a list of all the things that you do in one day. So I gave them time, they wrote down then we open up the conversation in a circle form, like a restorative practices mode. They get to share if they wanted to, some things that they want to improve in their lives. We talk about the order, what things you're doing right now for yourself, what things are you doing for your health or your body, what things are you doing, what things you want to move up or what things you want to move down, how do you want to prioritize, do you have a space in all those things that you're doing throughout the day, and if you don't have a space, that's okay. And then we go around and everyone shares their personal experiences and what you're going through. It opens up a conversation. It's like really powerful, and they are able to identify what are their struggles. Most of us as educators or counselors, we take care of everyone. We take care of the families, the buses, the students, our marriage and the children, but sometimes we don't take care of ourselves. I went to this retreat, and that was one of the sessions that I participated with, and I found it so powerful. Well, I was like, wow, how can I use this with my teachers in my campus? So I just wanted to share this with you. The other thing we did after that, we talk about the Pomodoro technique, how they can also balance it all by putting certain times or specific times where they're going to read their emails throughout the day, rather if they're going to stay late working, rather if they're going to work throughout the weekend, and all those type of things that we tend to do without keeping track of the time, and then setting some boundaries between personal life and work so we can take care of all the things little by little. We talk a little bit about the Pomodoro technique. If you're not familiar with that, it's 25 minutes of working, 5-minute break, and then how companies and people use this technique to build schedules. And that's why some of our paraprofessionals, they have a 15-minute break. How they can use maybe an hour to work, focus on, and then take a 20-minute break. So we talk a little bit about those techniques and those strategies, and then we talk about how you need to take care of your mind, your mindset, whether if it's a podcast or reading, different types. I provided a list of self-care ideas for them so they can look it up later. What things can you do to reprogram your brain and take care of yourself? Podcasts, some of them said reading a book, reading the Bible, devotionals in the morning. Some of them didn't. Like, it happens to all of us. We're all being there doing the same thing. So if that's you right now, I highly encourage you that you do this exercise and this process. I've done it in different times of my life, and it's been very, very, very helpful. Who you are as a human, rather than a son or a daughter, rather than a wife or a husband, rather than a mom or a dad or a grandparent, or anyway. So you need to find who you are. There's no right or wrong answer as long as you're taking care of yourself. We also talk about if maybe one of your goals needs to be like eat healthier or taking care of your body, right? If it's exercise, the benefits of exercising other than losing weight, because some people may think it's only to lose weight. No, you need to let go. So we talk about a bunch of things depending of how your teachers are feeling and your faculty and your staff. Is going to open up a little bit the route of how the conversation will go. I started with some of them standing, some of them automatically sat down in crisscross applesauce mode. So depending of your audience is how you're going to tweak these exercises. Then we talk a little bit about, the mindset, the mind, the body, and the soul. Independently that their belief, what are they doing to take care of that sense of hope for the future, hope for their life, rather if it's Buddha, Allah, God, it won't matter the religion. What are your beliefs? Do you believe in a better future? Do you believe in, what is your belief? And that was very personal. After that, they got to lay down. I put a music. I told them that music, they needed to think through it, that I want them to apply it to whatever they think they needed to apply it in their life. That they're good, they're loved, they're appreciated. And then I guided like a meditation time. I turned off the lights, everyone laid down, they started breathing. I guided like visualize yourself in a happy place. Then we keep doing the breathing exercises, stretching a little bit. The cat and cow mode. We did the downward facing dog, but don't think that it was boom, a full session. It was just like chunk it in pieces in a way, modified for pregnant ladies, modified for people with other injuries or maybe with a lot of experience in this life, modified for them, let them feel comfortable, and then end up laying them down with a positive song like you are worthy, you are loved. You can call their names, you are worthy, you are loved. I sang a little bit for them just to add a little bit more spice. Then also, I'm trying to think the title of the song. I think the song was like keep going and keep growing, and it was very powerful. By the end, we close out like, don't forget to set up time in the morning, in the afternoon, take a bubble bath, take a shower, put some candles on, drink water or any drink of your preference. You know how is this? However you want to visualize yourself in a calm, quiet place and make it happen. They were like super relieved after the session. Everyone is going to take that differently. Some people may cry, some people may hug you, some people will feel like relieved. They even promoted the training for other teachers, so they will go. I had like full sessions of teachers. It was such a blessing. And the idea is that they feel like rejuvenated and they can full fulfill their bucket, like bucket dippers, bucket fillers. So we fulfill that bucket. Let's be bucket fillers in their lives and support them in this amazing journey. But at the same time, I know it's a lot for them and we want to support them. Let me know what other things you did with your teachers. I would love to hear from you. And next video, I'm going to show you some of the things you said. It was something about a lesson plan and how we can incorporate decision making with our kids. So that's going to be our next video, and I'm going to be posting it a day after this video so you can have another idea for your office, your classrooms, and your guidance lessons. See you next time. Counseling Solutions by Chris on TPT or KNH Solutions on